Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from the palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. The date is March the 2nd, 2020. the second day into the month of March.
Is this not a glorious day or what?
It is a glorious day without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a very, very happy person this morning.
Oi!
That's right. You better believe it. And, of course, the official time right now on the Get Up and Go show is 6:08. Mr. Clock, would you certify that, please?
It's now 6:08 a.m.
That's right. Officially 6:08 a.m. And I am probably one of the happiest people on the face of the earth right now, Bonnie.
You and a million other baseball fans, I'm sure.
Gosh.
For certain.
Finally, today, it's down to the wire. I have my work clothes on, as you can tell.
I can tell, yeah. How are you
Right.
going to keep those whites so white?
Well, it's called bleach.
Yes. We're going to have to do a commercial for Tide for you.
Man.
And Rachel will be included. Does Rachel wash the clothes?
No, I wash my own clothes.
Do you? You're
That's
doing
right.
a good job at it. Those
That's
are
right.
looking mighty white this morning.
I get to sit behind the microphone at Clover Park and welcome everybody to Clover Park at exactly 12:40 is when my microphone goes live. That's when we start and kick off all the pregame festivities.
Do you think I'll be able to hear you from my home in Port St. Lucie, Evan?
No, I don't think so. But if you get SNY television, the game's going to be on SNY, so you can watch it, and you may hear my voice very faintly in the background as I announce the batters coming to the plate.
Excellent.
People have told me they have heard my voice on TV.
Did we have a Mets win last night? I could not
No.
find that score for some reason.
Unfortunately, if you go to SI.com and then go to MLB and then go to scores and you'll see everything there.
I tried to. The news on it kept coming up. It wasn't giving me the
Really?
scores. So I just kind of was wondering.
Uh-oh.
So they lost yesterday, but maybe they'll take a win at home today.
We will see. I'm going to go to SI.com right now and make sure that the website is working properly.
Yeah.
Let me see, clicking MLB, and then I click scores.
I got the NBA scores, but I just could not find the Major League Baseball
right
scores.
There they are.
Very
there
good.
They are. They're all right there for you. Just go to si.com/MLB/scoreboard.
I really just wanted to know if the Mets
Yeah.
won. But this is
let
fine.
me see here. No, they lost to the Marlins
Yeah.
yesterday, 2-0.
So
But those games don't count anymore.
so the Marlins come to play at Clover Park today once
No,
again.
they don't.
Oh no, it's
No,
the Astros
No, the
today.
Astros play
I
at Clover
forget.
Park. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Astros come into Clover Park today.
Are you predicting a win for the scoreboard today?
I predict to win every game for the Mets. That's my outlook. That's how positive I feel that the Mets are going to win.
Okay.
They're going to contend this year. They're going to be contenders
They're
for
going
the
to be
playoffs.
the contender.
They're going to be contenders for the playoffs in their division. I wholeheartedly feel so.
That's awesome.
Their team's looking good. They got a
Okay.
bunch of good players, and we will see what is going to happen. So yesterday we get out of here, and what did you do yesterday when you left?
Work, and more work.
Oh,
And
okay.
took care of financial situations, and
You did massage.
Gary and I did some business together.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you do massage yesterday?
And we massaged
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yep.
All right.
So we had a business following our business and our business. So
Okay.
we,
Wow.
we just took care of a lot of business
Oh, man.
yesterday. Put it that
Okay.
way.
It was just a business day,
It was.
a busy business day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
good. That's good. I got out of here yesterday and I went right to my perch, as we like to call it, at the ballpark and did what I had to do, tightened up some loose ends, double checked and triple checked and quadruple checked everything and made sure that everything was doing what it needs to do. And we're ready. We're about as ready as a bowl of cereal, freshly poured out of a box with milk that's only a day old.
Yep. And
I don't know why I made that reference.
you can swim in that milk. It's so new and fresh. You could even swim
Well,
in it.
I don't know about you. I'm not going to jump in a vat of milk, come out looking all milky and white like my shirt. But no, it's cool. I'm excited. It's going to be a great day. Lots of things happening today all around. I mean, there's baseball everywhere. My God, there's baseball down in Palm Beach. There's baseball throughout the whole state of Florida. There's
Jupiter
baseball.
and- yeah.
Yeah, Jupiter, Palm Beach. You got the Marlins and the Cardinals are playing out of Jupiter. You got the Astros and the Nationals playing out of ballpark of the Palm Beaches, or Fit Team Ballpark is what it's called. And then you have all the other teams, the Tigers, the Yankees, the Phillies. There's so many teams, but for safety purposes, all the teams are staying on their coast. their appropriate coast, and they're only going to play on that coast. So that's why they're doing that.
A little bit differently this year, but at least, hey, at least they're, back out there playing ball.
You know what I'm looking forward to going to work today when I get out of here today? Digging my teeth into a Nathan's Famous hot dog.
Oh, really?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That is total decadence when you get a Nathan's Famous hot dog.
And when you get it at the ballpark, what is it about getting a Nathan's hot dog from somewhere else?
Oh,
like a stand, a Nathan's stand, or
I don't know what it is. I mean, whether you get it from a hot dog stand that's on a street corner or in front of Costco, or I don't know what it is, but man, it's just, I don't know. It's just getting that Nathan's Famous hot dog and putting some sauerkraut on it and mustard and just, oh man, it's going to be decadent.
And I was going to mention there's something so special about it, enjoying a Nathan's hot dog during an outing as opposed to just making one at home.
Yeah, it's
because
different.
You can easily go to the store and buy a package and
you can
make them at home.
Buy a 6-pack like you buy a 6-pack of beer.
But when you're out, you're out and about,
it's different.
Even when you're coming home from the beach, and you see that good old hot dog stand on the side of the road,
you just got to pull
hey,
over.
Kids, let's stop.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's just not the same when you cook a Nathan's hot dog at home in the oven or boil it in water or whatever, where opposed to you get it by that roadside stand.
I know. You know what I made last night, which was pretty darn good?
Tell me about it.
And a client on my table kind of turned me onto it. He said that he bought it's like a shredded pulled pork.
Oh, now that sounds good.
And I think it was the Jack Daniel's brand that
Okay.
He said he found it at Publix, buy one, get one. And I found mine at Winn-Dixie, just a buy one, get one.
Okay.
Just good old pulled pork, which didn't even have any season in it
Now,
already.
did you just microwave it or did you put it in the pot?
I put it in the pot. I put it in a frying pan. And
did you mix in some barbecue sauce?
Yeah, I had hot and sweet. I had like a hot and sweet barbecue sauce to mix
both?
in.
Hot sauce and sweet sauce?
It's like a barbecue sauce that I have, and it's called hot and sweet.
Oh, okay. Who makes it?
I think
Was
it's
it Stuckey's?
It
couldn't have been
trying to remember the brand. I think it's Sweet Baby
Sonny's,
Ray's.
Right? Oh, Sweet Baby Ray's is great
Baby
barbecue
Ray's.
sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Now, have you ever tried pulled pork with the Sonny's sweet sauce on it?
Yeah, I love it.
That's good.
Oh, because I was craving some Sonny's barbecue yesterday. And on my way home, I couldn't decide, should I grill some chicken and, make like a chicken barbecue or...
Oh, you're getting me hungry.
I went in the store and I started poking around and I found that pulled pork for sale. And, I bought some of it. It's actually really, really good.
I got to text now that you got me going on food, I got to text my wife and tell her to take some chicken out of the freezer so I can cook some chicken in my Ninja Foodie tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, some chicken. We have a bag of chicken legs.
Uh-huh.
So we just slap 6 of them in the Ninja Foodie grill, cook them for a little bit, turn them over, cook them again some more, turn them over, cook them again some more, turn them over, cook them again.
Never made chicken in my Ninja Foodie yet.
You haven't? Oh man,
No.
You don't know what you're missing.
But I'll be honest,
Wow.
Evan, I think the first time I'm going to make chicken this season is going to be outside on the charcoal grill.
Oh, okay.
On good old Oklahoma Joe.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Is that your grill's name, Oklahoma Joe?
Yes, it is.
You call it your grill has a name?
That's the brand of it that I
Okay.
purchased at Lowe's. It's called a Oklahoma Joe Smoker or
Right.
something.
So it's Joe Smoker. That's his name. Okay.
Yep.
I've never heard of somebody naming their grill before.
Yeah,
That's different.
it's the brand.
Okay.
It's the brand name.
Okay. Well,
It's been a good grill.
I named my Ninja Foodie. She has a name.
Oh, yours is a she now.
Yeah, it's
huh?
a she. Oh, yeah.
I see. I was thinking of mine as a he for
That's
some
okay.
some
Maybe
reason.
your he and my she can get together.
Yeah.
And they'll have a party.
They'll cook some good food.
Yeah, my grill is called Matilda.
Matilda.
Yes, I named my
it.
Ninja Foodie Matilda.
A Ninja Foodie looks like it should have a name, some sort of name like that.
Yeah.
I'll just name mine Henry. I'll call
Henry?
mine Henry.
Oh, Henry.
Oh,
There you
Henry.
go. When that steak comes out, you go, oh, Henry, you did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Man, it makes a juicy steak too.
It makes more than a juicy steak.
Nothing
You ever
like
tried
it.
doing vegetables in there?
I haven't. Could I bet veggies would be good. Could you
Oh,
fry an
man.
egg in there too? I'm sure you
No,
could.
you can't. You can't fry an egg in there.
Oh,
You cannot fry an egg in there. No, that you can't do.
you
Unfortunately.
could try to egg, or you could try it.
I don't know how you would grill an egg in there because it has the slats.
It does.
So everything would get caught in the slats. But you can cook chicken, you can cook pork, you can cook steak, you can cook veggies. You can put, Bonnie, you have to try this. Put the air crisper in there and take
Yes.
out the grill part and buy some frozen wings. You don't even have to thaw the wings out. Put 10
Okay.
wings in the basket and put the Ninja Foodi on air crisp
Uh-huh.
and watch the magic happen.
Good, right?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
beyond good. When you bite into these things, you're going to think they came out of the deep fryer.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, with one of these crispers too, it's good to have Ore-Ida fries good and handy.
That's
like
another thing you could put in there. The Ore-Ida fries.
the sweet potato fries.
Sweet
are
potato fries.
spectacular.
How about onion rings?
Yes.
You can do the Ninja Foodi.
and jalapeno poppers.
Yep, you could do that in there.
Yep. Nothing.
The-
The
It's endless.
the poppers are the best in the air fryer.
Mhm.
I think they made jalapeno poppers just for that, or the
Yep.
air fryer for the poppers.
Yep, for sure.
Because bake them in the oven. Yeah, it's all right. Put them in that crisper air fryer. Take a
Mhm.
bite out of that.
That's a whole nother world.
It is.
Yeah, there's nothing like putting them in the air fryer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like night and day. Yeah, you could bake them. They're all right when you bake them, but man, when you take them bad boys out of the air fryer,
Yes.
oh man, that's just a whole nother
Oh,
world.
yeah.
You've kicked it up a notch, as Emerald would say.
You know it. Or maybe you could put like a Nathan's hot dog in the griller and,
Yeah, now
take it out
there's a good one. You could put a couple of Nathan's famous hot dogs in the Ninja Foodi, and you can grill them in there.
take a bite out of it
Ooh.
and pretend that you're out at the ballpark.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah.
Now you just gave me an idea to put my Nathan's famous hot dogs into the Ninja Foodi grill
Mm-hmm.
and grill them.
Mm-hmm.
I know that when we cook chicken breast in the Ninja Foodi, the chicken breast is flat. Well, when it cooks in the Ninja Foodi, it just swells
Oh,
up.
yeah.
And then when you put your fork in it, all the juices start to flow out. And it's just like, oh,
How does that Ninja Foodi make everything
don't
so
know.
good and tasty and juicy
I don't
like
know.
it does?
I couldn't tell you.
You can even I think you can even dry out bananas and apples, make crispy bananas and apples
Yeah,
with it.
you could dehydrate fruit
Yes.
in there,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, there's just so many things. I mean, heck, you could.
Heck, you could just spend all year in your kitchen.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
even come out.
It is 6:20 on the Get Up and Go show on the Tuesday edition. It's time for news. Let's head over to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Teachers 50 years and older are now eligible for the coronavirus vaccine in Florida. WPTV's Derek Lowe has the story.
Well, honestly, my first reaction is that it's about time.
Good, but not good enough.
I really do wish they just opened it to all of us.
Educators across the Treasure Coast say they're thrilled that their coworkers 50 and over can now get the vaccine.
We certainly support anything that makes our members safer, even if it's just one group of those members.
But they worry the governor's new executive order does not go far enough.
There's a lot of frustration. We're being treated like essential workers. The idea of you have to go in. We weren't really given an option besides quit your job.
Marilyn Southwick teaches world history at Martin County High School. The campus has seen 38 positive COVID-19 cases. The district as a whole has seen 300.
I'm doing my job. They're learning about the French Revolution, but the community and connection is just not the same this year, and I miss it a lot.
Dave Freeland is the president of the Teachers Union in St. Lucie County, where there have been 596 positive cases. 271 have been employees.
We're being treated like essential workers in every way except the way that can protect us the best, which is being vaccinated.
St. Lucie County Schools Superintendent Wayne Gent says eligible teachers will begin to receive the shots next week.
Our teachers are in the building. 70% of our students are back.
I'm glad that we've recognized at least some of our educators who need the vaccine, but it's not enough, and it's late in coming.
In St. Lucie County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
COVID-19 vaccinations are coming to the Treasure Coast Square Mall in Jensen Beach starting today. The Florida Department of Health in Martin County announced Monday the vaccine will be offered today through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for residents 65 and older and healthcare workers with direct patient contact. The COVID-19 vaccination operations will now take place in a storefront located at the mall between Ruby Tuesday and Forever 21. All clients will access the clinic from the parking lot and walk inside to receive their vaccination. Clients should pre-register here or call 1-866-201-7037. The vaccine will be offered by appointment only. According to the department, vaccine supply is limited and appointments may not be available for several weeks. To find out more regarding COVID-19 in Martin County, just go to martin.floridahealth.gov. The federal government approved the Johnson & Johnson vaccine this past weekend, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis confirmed it will soon be coming to Florida. WPTV's Matt Cessny has details.
I'm flying to Cleveland.
As Dexter Hammett went to board a plane at PBIA, he told us whatever vaccine he gets is fine with him.
Whichever one I get. I'm not old enough yet, but when I do, hopefully it works. That's all I'm concerned about.
Doctors say all the vaccines work, including the newly approved Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Every vaccine has prevented hospitalization and deaths.
Dr. David Dotson, an infectious disease specialist in West Palm Beach, says those who may turn away from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because of a slightly lower efficacy rate than Pfizer or Moderna are making a mistake.
Any that becomes available to you, you should take. That's what we're recommending. And to quibble about a percentage of this and the percentage of that, when we're really not sure those numbers are meaningful, I think is kind of silly.
This weekend, a long wait.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has the same message, as he anticipates 175,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine possibly arriving this week.
The Johnson & Johnson vaccine in the clinical trials was shown to be incredibly effective. This is a really good vaccine. It's 100% effective against death and hospitalization.
It's a message directed at the millions still waiting for their turn for the vaccine.
I'll just be happy to get whatever one they give me.
While the new vaccine may be on the way, a spokesman for the health department here in Palm Beach County says they have no confirmation yet as to exactly when the Johnson & Johnson vaccine will be here. In West Palm Beach, Matt Cessny, WPTV, News Channel 5.
And lastly, the Fort Pierce man who won $1 million in a scratch-off game from La Central grocery store has been shopping at the market for about 15 years and is very deserving of the win, manager Janine Mustafa said on Monday. Gaston Sanchez Cruz, who collected his winnings just 8 days before his 39th birthday, came and shared the good news with staff in person as soon as possible before the Florida Lottery even alerted La Central about the win. This was the first time La Central on the 1700 block of Okeechobee Road had a lottery winning of this caliber, she said, despite scratch-off games being the most popular items sold from the store. Free agent pass rusher J.J. Watt has agreed to a 2-year contract with the Arizona Cardinals. Terms were not disclosed, but a source told ESPN's Adam Schefter that the deal is worth $31 million and includes $23 million guaranteed. Before the Cardinals announced the agreement, Watt broke the news by sharing a photo on Twitter. News time, we have 6:26. Weather and traffic together will be next.
$6:27 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, nothing happening on our roads on this Tuesday morning. So if you're heading out in traffic right now, you're looking at a so far so good ride this morning. The major highways and US 1 both looking clear. And there's your latest look at traffic. 70, it's partly cloudy in Port St. Lucie and in Salamanca, Spain this morning. It's 49. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. Waking up this morning to temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s with some patchy fog for the morning drive. Near record heat this afternoon as highs climb to the mid to upper 80s. Lots of sunshine throughout the day, then a 20% chance for a few passing showers. Tonight, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s under partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, breezy and warm with highs climbing to the mid to upper 80s. Isolated showers and storms possible as our next cold front moves in. This will drop our temperatures to the 70s for Thursday and Friday. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage.
You're listening to the biggest little radio show on the biggest little planet, the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie.
Today's show is brought to you by Ohio Meth. When you need a fix and need it bad, don't waste your time on crappy Pennsylvania meth. Use Ohio Meth. Made from pure Ohio acetone, illegally harvested ephedrine, the freshest hydrochloric acid, and just the right amount of lithium. And cooked up by addicts right in Ohio. Choosy meth heads prefer Ohio Meth.
Warning, don't do meth. Yeah, warning, don't do meth. That I guess that was a commercial that was left over from where people didn't like the meth in Pennsylvania, so they went to Ohio to get the meth there because I guess it's better in Ohio, Bonnie.
Yeah, and I guess if you're going to do meth, why not in Ohio? Do it where it's good, right?
Yeah, do it where it's good. I mean, it's I guess the grass is greener over in Ohio for meth or something like that.
Yes.
Let's do viral videos. All right, so there's a guy that was on a Zoom call recently for his job. Okay, and he
All right, any more questions before?
Well, I'll play that in a second.
All right, any more questions?
Pause that. So he was in a meeting and he had to excuse himself from the screen, and his daughter came on the video and basically threw him under the bus for something that he did. Spending too much money on the Super Bowl.
Oh boy!
On tickets.
Yeah, that'll
This was
start an
great.
Any more
argument.
questions before we move on to the pure product line HMO?
No, I think we're all good here. Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, let's move on. Can you guys give me 1 second? I have to step away for a second. Melissa, can you catch everyone up on your progress since last week?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so while we wait for Ethan,
This chick
let's
sounds
go
like
over our plan for the
10 years
campaign.
old.
We really want to emphasize.
There she is. There's a little girl.
What are you doing? I made a card for Daddy in art class.
She made a card.
Oh, what's it for?
Yeah, let's see it. Can you show us? Said Daddy spent too much money on the Super Bowl. Yes.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Go.
Oh yeah. Now he shoos the daughter away.
Yeah.
Melissa, go ahead. Continue. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That was fun. That was really cute. All right. So
That was just amazing.
I was going to say kind of
For too many.
embarrassing for the dad on that call, but part of me thinks that whole video looked a little bit planned because the little girl walks back with this drawing of some sort of mom and dad fighting, and it looked like it was something that she had not drawn. It looked like some kind of a professional drawing, and I don't know, the dad didn't look too upset or too surprised.
Yeah.
It just looked, to me, it came as a little bit planned, but the little girl was awfully cute.
It was really cute. And even if it was planned, it's a viral video that's going viral. And, just everybody needs to smile. And it's something that does put a smile on your face.
I guess it's relatable too in households. Of course, when Gary and I make any bets on the Super Bowl, we usually go hand in hand with it. Like nobody's the bigger better, you might say, or nobody's betting the house away. Put it that way.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't bet the house away. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's a guy from a while back that did a video, and now it's just making the rounds. It's a guy sitting at a desk, and he's tapping out these incredible musical rhythms using everyday items like a pen, his hands, his mouth, coffee cups, a harmonica, a recorder. Let's just listen. 19 years old. Name is Lenny Simo. This guy is incredible.
Yeah.
Using the coffee cups.
Yes.
I'm like watching him do this.
It's amazing, yeah.
Now he's going on the side of his mouth, making that noise. He's really good.
I think his
That
mom
just blew me away.
His mom and dad probably saved a lot of money on instruments when he was in school. If he was in band,
They probably did.
didn't need to buy him an instrument.
No.
He could play anything.
Now I can make that one noise. Listen.
Oh, that's
Did you hear
pretty
that?
good. Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
It
I
almost
could do
sounds
that.
like water. That's pretty good, Evan.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yes.
That's with my mouth.
Uh-huh.
I'm talented.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Yep.
I should get an award for that.
Remember my grandma used to play the washboard.
Oh no, that's a pretty cool thing. With you put the thimbles on your fingers,
Yeah.
and you play the washboard.
Yes.
You go, yeah. I wonder if I can find a washboard sound effect.
Yeah.
Wait, let me look here. And see, now you got me going, Bonnie. See, every time you mention something, I have to washboard sounds.
Or you could like have a bear. Remember those empty barrels outside? You
Yeah.
just like take some little
Yeah.
spoons out and
There you go. There's a washboard sound effect.
yeah.
See that? Oh, that just gives me the EBGBs right there.
When they did it kind of like upwards, that had kind of like a nice feel.
Yeah,
nice
but when they
effect
went
to it.
sideways, that
It
was like, forget it.
like running your fingers on a
chalkboard.
right?
Oh, the pain to think of that. Oh, my
yeah.
gosh.
Oh,
There's a teacher who revealed a few things about his students that they have said to him this month, and he's made a little video about it. So now this video is going viral. Let's listen in now. This guy that's a teacher, okay, don't think, it's not weird that a guy gives another guy a compliment, but this guy's a damn good looking guy. Okay.
For a teacher, yeah. Like
he's a really good-looking guy.
every single girl in the class
Probably got the hots
must
for
have
the
a
guy.
major crush
Right.
on
He's a
him.
good-looking guy, Bonnie.
Yes.
Okay, so here.
So here are actual things my students have said to me this month.
blue
Don't take this
eyes.
the wrong way, but I didn't miss you for the weekend. Even though you're taller than my dad, you're not stronger than my dad. Well, you know what they say. Women only like people hate you. I don't hate you. Mr. Daring, so if you're like an adult, why do you still get like zits? You kind of look like the type of dude who sat bench all of high school.
So there you go.
I don't think he has a zit on his entire body.
No.
You're right. He's quite of an attractive man.
I mean, he's a good-looking guy. He's a
Yeah.
young guy. He's a young teacher, and
magazine cover stylish is how he looks.
yeah, I would agree.
I bet he gets. I don't. What does it say? What class he teaches? What grade he teaches?
You know what?
Because
At that point, it don't matter.
I bet he gets a lot of young ladies to volunteer to come up to his chalkboard.
It. Here, write your number down on my chalkboard, please. Oh man, I'm sure that the female students must have very good grades because they pay attention to them.
Yeah, or are their minds, or maybe it's the opposite, Evan. Maybe they take that report card home and the parents say, "What's up? What's up with this?" Until the mom has to go to a meet your teacher meeting.
Right, meet your teacher meeting, and then the mom goes to meet the teacher, and she's just like,
Sees what it's all about.
Oh, hi. It's so nice to meet you. Oh, you're Mr. I'm Rebecca's mom. She's fine. She loves your class.
You get all the ladies entranced.
Right? And then the dads come in and they're like, "Oh, so this is what it's all about,
What
huh?"
it's all about.
Yeah. Okay. So you're that blue-eyed teacher that my daughter's talking about all day long that
Oh,
she's
yeah.
absolutely in love with. All right. Well, did you know that 55%? Did you ever crush on a teacher in school?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yes, I did.
And tell me about it. I want to know about the teacher you had a crush
And I
on.
think I was a senior.
Okay.
And, yeah, and I would give the class, but I guess if I did, I would give it away. And I'm a part of me is fearing. I think I have friends listening that I graduated with, and I would never want them to figure it out.
Okay. Let's see. Can we give the subject away at least?
Subject? No,
Yeah.
if I give the subject away, everybody will know for sure. I mean,
Oh, come on. It's how many years has it been since you've been to high school?
He was the only teacher of it. and I cannot reveal what class it was.
All right, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Was it a major subject like an English, a history, a science, or something of that sort?
No, it was not.
So it was
new and it was new and futuristic.
New and future. It couldn't have been PE because that's not new and futuristic.
Right.
So I wonder if it was a computer class.
I wonder. I don't know.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't
Come
know.
here. Let me show you my keyboard. Okay. Anyway, did you know that 55% of moms always have tissues on them when you need them?
Yeah, 55%.
Moms always carry tissues with them in
Yeah,
their purse.
It seems like grandma always had the tissues around too.
Now, you're a bonus mom. Do you have tissues in your purse?
Heck no.
No?
No.
You know where else women carry tissues all the time? Moms do? Right here in their brassiere.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, older
really?
moms,
yeah.
all grandparents. Grandparents were notorious for doing that. They would carry the hanky, not to stuff their brassiere, but just to carry the hanky in their brassiere. They'd pull it out and they'd blow their nose and then they'd shove it back in there.
Oh,
that was back in the day.
It's nice if they had that to wipe your face though, because you know what I always hated when a mom did
I know where you're going.
Lick her finger.
My mom
and
used to do
dabble
that.
it on your face or
my
your chin.
mother used to do that.
Wipe something off of there.
Oh, that is so disgusting.
Isn't it though? I mean, it's just like why?
Oh.
Why do it? Why?
My mom used to lick her finger. I'd have some schmutz on my
some schmutz.
I'd have some schmutz, and that's exactly what she'd call it. She'd go, "Evan, come here. You have some schmutz in the corner of your mouth. Come here a minute." And she'd go like that, and then she'd go like that, and that was the most disgusting thing.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
yes, it is.
I just can't fathom that. Man. Did your parents ever do that to you?
Yeah, I think my mother did that a time
That
or
was
two,
grotesque.
and I don't know why she would do that, and I would
Oh.
not put my kids through it. No way.
No, there's no way I would do that to my kids nowadays.
No.
Oh, that's just so gross. Did you know that 80% of stay-at-home moms don't own an apron? Do not own an apron. Do you have an apron?
I used to have an apron because
Rachel
I
don't.
had to wear it in a play. I played the maid at the Pineapple Playhouse.
Okay. I remember you told me about that.
Yeah. Boy, I don't have an apron right now in the
Okay.
kitchen.
Well,
Rachel does not have one either.
Rachel doesn't have an apron.
No.
So I could tell you though, you know what, Gary? Now I can't say this on the radio, but why not? What the heck? Well, let's just go for the gusto. You should get an apron that doesn't have a back to it.
Oh yeah.
and then cook dinner one night.
Right.
Just the apron. And Gary walks in the kitchen and he'll be like, "Oh, Bonnie, okay, what's
That's funny.
what's for dinner tonight?" I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You get a little show before
Well,
the
there's
dinner.
there's the buns and the burgers are on the grill. Okay.
Sweet
Or
buns.
vice versa. If I did that, put an apron on and was backless,
Yeah.
and I'm standing there cooking at the stove.
You should try that and see what happens.
Oh, my gosh.
And you should have Gavin
I'd have
like
to know.
video it.
No. That's a sight Gavin doesn't need to see. My God, the child will be scarred for life.
Gavin's at home hearing this going,
Oh,
no,
my gosh.
no.
No, the child will be scarred for life. I can't do that. No, absolutely not.
That's a video I would like to see, though. That would be funny.
Yeah,
If
that
you
sounds
would-
like something Jeff, our friend, would do, I think.
Yeah.
He's pretty daring. He would do that.
Yeah, he
I think
might,
Jeff
right?
would do that. Yeah. Did you know that it takes about 23 minutes of exercise to burn off just one can of Coca-Cola? So the next time you drink a can of soda, think about it, Bonnie. It's going to take you 20 a can of soda off.
Yeah, that's why I gave up this week. I gave beverages, Evan.
Right?
I no longer drink sodas
Oh.
or wine coolers.
Okay. I used to love wine coolers,
I
Bartles and
know,
James.
I know.
Only because I'm not a liquor drinker, and I used to like it was like a strawberry type.
Yeah, like a strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah,
of some
yeah,
sort.
it was pretty good.
Seagram's has a really good
Yeah.
strawberry daiquiri too, and lately I've come to like them too well.
Okay.
So I have to give it up.
No more.
No more beer either.
Really?
Yeah.
No
Beer
kidding.
Beer is out of the question.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are you just gonna just drink wine?
Just drink water.
You'll be a wino, a wino and water.
No.
I'll have wine and water, please, with my dinner.
Wine's kind of out of the question too with the
Really?
wine cooler and the white Zinfandel. And,
Oh wow! So you're going cold turkey?
oh yeah.
Wow, you're going straight edge.
I'm just
Okay.
You know, I want to fit into that swimsuit this summer, and
Okay.
you know, I want to feel comfortable
Okay.
wearing it.
Well, you deserve to, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Now, this is interesting, and I don't
Okay.
know where they come up with this one, Bonnie. But did you know that 9% of us have cried while eating ice cream? Have you ever cried while eating ice cream?
Oh heck no!
What is up with that? Why would you cry
Oh.
while you're eating ice cream?
Eating ice cream is supposed to be a happy time.
Yeah.
I guess, but maybe if you just broke up with someone and you're just a emotional eater, they
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah.
And then you're sad while
Mhm.
eating that ice cream. Maybe then you might.
Okay. Now, have you ever been to a gym, Bonnie?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ever notice that men grunt when they're at the gym? Well, 12% of the guys that grunt do it because they think it impresses the women in the gym.
Is 12%?
12%.
Are thinking that
12%
oh,
of the
yeah.
guys that are in the gym when they're lifting weights and
Yeah.
they're going, ugh,
And
ugh.
you could go to the gym easily and just point out right away which ones they are too.
Now,
I'm
me
sure.
personally, if I'm in a gym and I see a guy grunting,
Yes.
I think he's constipated. He's got problems. He needs like kaopectate or something. Or no, not kaopectate. That's for diarrhea.
Is
He
it?
needs
Oh.
X-Lax. Yeah, the guy needs X-Lax. Maybe he needs to make up a protein shake and put X-Lax in it so he won't sound like he's constipated. Because it's true.
Yeah.
I hate that. When I used to go to the gym and I'd be on the treadmill and there'd be a guy over there grunting away. I'm like, dude, the bathroom's 5 feet away. Just go in and take care of your business, for God's sakes.
Honestly.
You know?
Yeah. You know, I don't think I'd like to jump in one of those hot tubs at the gym, you know, with
No.
everybody getting in there all hot and sweaty and
Yeah.
you're kind of like
Well,
laid,
now especially
sitting
with-
in their sweat.
Yeah, now especially with COVID. But I mean, you know, before I don't think they have hot tubs at gyms. They have the saunas.
Sauna.
Yeah, they have the saunas. Saunas are okay, but I definitely no. I would not go in a communicable hot tub, especially with all the crap going on. It is 6:47 right now. The Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. All brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. If you are looking for the best deals in town on jewelry, coin, or anything pertaining to precious metals, go visit our good friend Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Teachers 50 years and older are now eligible for the coronavirus vaccine in Florida. And WPTV's Derek Lowe has.
Well, honestly, my first reaction is that it's about time.
Good, but not good enough.
I really do wish they just opened it to all of us.
Educators across the Treasure Coast say they're thrilled that their coworkers 50 and over can now get the vaccine.
We certainly support anything that makes our members safer, even if it's just one group of those members.
But they worry the governor's new executive order does not go far enough.
There's a lot of frustration. We're being treated like essential workers. The idea of you have to go in. We weren't really given an option besides quit your job.
Marilyn Southwick teaches world history at Martin County High School. The campus has seen 38 positive COVID-19 cases. The district as a whole has seen 300.
I'm doing my job. They're learning about the French Revolution, but the community and connection is just not the same this year, and I miss it a lot.
Dave Freeland is the president of the Teachers Union in St. Lucie County, where there have been 596 positive cases. 271 have been employees.
We're being treated like essential workers in every way except the way that can protect us the best, which is being vaccinated.
St. Lucie County Schools Superintendent Wayne Gent says eligible teachers will begin to receive the shots next week.
Our teachers are in the building. 70% of our students are back.
I'm glad that we've recognized at least some of our educators who need the vaccine, but it's not enough, and it's late in coming.
In St. Lucie County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
A Treasure Coast teenager who had a passion for saving animals has lost her battle with aggressive cancer. Brianna Elmer died early Sunday morning. WPTV first introduced you to Brianna in 2019 about her diagnosis and her mission to fight cat overpopulation through promoting fostering programs. Then in February 2020, she was surprised with a backyard oasis from the Make-A-Wish Foundation that featured a custom deck and hot tub. Scans last year showed her cancer had returned and spread throughout her body. However, that did not dim her passion for fostering animals, particularly kittens, which helped her through each remission and her battle against cancer. A longtime dream for Equine Rescue and Adoption Foundation becomes a reality, combining horses, local veterans, and their families. WPTV's photojournalist Savannah Resnick has the story.
We're going to work as a team again today.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
If you don't laugh at life, you're in bad shape today.
Remember, we put our safety net on
Correct.
so that we have the rope over her neck.
I left high school in my senior year, and I joined the Air Force. And I spent 4 years in active duty. So I did a total of 8 years. The first day we just walked over.
I truly believe that when we're out there with the horses, it's a true understanding about finding our best in ourselves.
Well, number one, I'm afraid of that big animal. I expressed that. Not so much now. I'm learning how to read what the horse is thinking, I hope.
Myself and the horse, as good partners, she is helping me.
It's being able to work with the horses in a way and understand their language and communicate with them to build the connection between the horse and human. And it's being able to get people out of being isolated and bring them back out to the community. There.
Easy, Ellie.
There you go.
Oh, this is cool.
Yep.
And today was like exceptional, just exceptional. As you get to be our age, my age, there you have a lot of turmoil in your life.
The horses, what do they do?
They calm you down. You take all the outside stresses will disappear while you're working with the horse. So I look forward to Wednesdays, and maybe someday I'll be able to walk out there, get the horse to move where I want it to move.
It just allows us to be the person we truly want to be.
I'm still a crazy kid, and don't ever be an old person. You might be old in years, but just stay young. Make a fool of yourself, but That's the way to stay young. It's a baby.
COVID-19 vaccinations are coming to the Treasure Coast Square Mall in Jensen Beach starting today. The Florida Department of Health in Martin County announced Monday that vaccine will be offered today through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for residents 65 and older and healthcare workers with direct patient contact. And you can pre-register by calling 1-866-201-7037. Lastly, do you like the peanut butter more than the chocolate in Reese's Peanut Butter Cups? Let's see if you like it this much. Reese's just announced a new type of peanut butter cups that are all peanut butter, no chocolate. So it's a peanut butter shell with peanut butter filling. It's like eating a scoop of peanut butter, but molded into a weird shape and with way more sugar. These are going to hit stores next month. And looking at the Major League Baseball trading scores from last night, we have the Boston Red Sox losing to Atlanta Braves 5-3. Let's see, the New York Yankees win over Detroit 5-4. Philadelphia Phillies, it was a tie with Baltimore 4-all. The Houston Astros beating Washington Nationals 7-6. Tampa Bay Rays lost to the Minnesota Twins 6-5. The New York Mets losing to Miami Marlins. That score was 2-0 yesterday. Our news time is 6:53. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
$6:54 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Schuring, located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized health care back to dermatology the Waterway. Bonnie?
Well, we take a look at the latest traffic report from this Tuesday morning. As we bring up our panel, highways are looking clear right now on the roads throughout Stewart, Palm City, looks like Port St. Lucie. Things are clear for us at the moment. There's your latest look at traffic. It's 72 in Stewart. In Virginia City, Nevada, clear sky and 29. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. Waking up this morning to temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s with some patchy fog for the morning drive. Near record heat this afternoon as highs climb to the mid to upper 80s. Lots of sunshine throughout the day, then a 20% chance for a few passing showers. Tonight, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s under partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, breezy and warm with highs climbing to the mid to upper 80s. Isolated showers and storms possible as our next cold front moves in. This will drop our temperatures to the 70s for Thursday and Friday. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
Wow, it's amazing. We got 1 hour down and 2 more to go. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour today, Major John Budensiek is going to be pinch hitting for Sheriff William Snyder, catching us up on all things pertaining to Martin County, so you don't want to miss that. And of course, we have riveting entertainment for you on the radio for another 2 hours right here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next, and then more of the Get Up and Go show. Don't you dare touch that dial. Don't go anywhere. Buckle your seatbelts because you're in for a wild ride.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Announcer. It is March the 2nd. It is a Tuesday.
Would you like me to order you another bright green Speedo like Borat?
Well, I don't know if I want a bright green Speedo, maybe an orange one, because that is Mets colors.
Remove him from the chambers.
Okay, well, they might say that after I wear the bright orange Speedo to work. Yeah, that's what they say when I wear the orange Speedo for sure. Time now is 7:08. Mr. Clock, would you please certify that?
It's now 7:08 a.m.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clock. Bonnie, it's 7:08. Good morning to you, young lady.
Good morning to you, Evan. As I bet you're getting really excited to go out to the ballpark later.
I am getting extremely excited to head out to the ballpark because it is opening day for Mets baseball. First pitch is at 1:10 p.m. I will be in the hot seat at exactly 12:40 doing my opening monologue like David Letterman.
Yeah, there you go. So do you want to practice it right here while
I
you're
can
at
do
it?
it one time if you want.
Get that baseball fever for everybody
All right,
going.
Here we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Clover Park for today's spring training game against the visiting Houston Astros and your homestanding New York Mets.
That was just wonderful.
Did you like that?
Yeah, that got me pumped.
I'm glad it did.
Now I want to watch some baseball
I'm
this
glad
afternoon.
it did. I just got goosebumps.
You know,
I just got goosebumps.
Should be a nice afternoon for it too.
Man.
For some Mets
I
baseball.
can't wait. I am so excited.
I
Like,
can't
you
wait to
have no
get out
idea.
there and see what they did with the renovations and
You'll like it.
how incredible. I already thought the ballpark was sensational and incredible.
Oh, if you thought it was good before, what do you
Before?
see it now?
Yeah.
The team store, the grand staircase entrance, just, oh man, it's just gorgeous.
Fascinating.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Let's do some birthdays, anniversaries. All right, Bonnie, what do you got for me this morning? Anything, anybody, anywhere, any animals or anything like that?
Just a lot of friends seem to be celebrating birthdays in March.
Okay.
March is a popular month for birthdays.
That's right. I got 15 days until the big 6-1 for me.
Can you imagine?
61 years old, and I am proud to say that I will be 61. I have no shame in saying that I'm going to be 61.
No, there's nothing wrong with being
And you should have no
61.
shame in saying that you're going to be turning 30 soon. The
Sure.
Dirty 30 Club. You'll be in charge of the Dirty 30 Club.
Oh, you're very kind.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
It's true.
I guess a happy early birthday to Pete, my good friend Pete up in Wisconsin. He's
Very good.
He's a truck driver, so
All
he's
right.
not only in Wisconsin, he's
all over.
all around this nation.
Okay,
Yes.
very good, very good. Becky G, Trini, the Yellow Ranger in the new Power Rangers movie. She's 24 years old today. Luke Combs, country music artist. He's 31 years old today.
Oh,
He's
boy.
got some great music.
Yeah.
Really does.
He's really got a great thing going. Only
Mhm.
31. And
31.
Man, he's
He's in his
shining.
prime.
Yeah.
I wonder how old Toby Keith is.
He's
beyond his prime,
I'm
I
gonna
think.
guess Toby would be about 61.
Okay. You
Am
think
I,
he's in
am,
his
I,
60s?
am I shooting him too old?
I think you are.
I might be, right?
He may knock you over the head with his guitar or something.
I know. He's a pretty big dude.
Reggie Bush is 36 years old today. He won a Super Bowl ring with the New Orleans Saints, then lost his Heisman Trophy for cheating and breaking NCAA rules. Wow, that's not good.
What's his name?
Reggie Bush.
Oh, Reggie Bush.
Could
Yeah.
you Google how old Toby Keith is? You have my curiosity up.
Sure.
If you would do that.
Problem.
I appreciate
You're welcome.
Robert Lear is 36. That's A.J. Anthony Jr. on The Sopranos. Ben Roethlisberger, 39 years old. He is the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback.
How old is Big Ben?
Big Ben is 39.
Oh, I thought you said 49.
No, 39. How old is Big Toby?
Big Toby, I was close. He's 59.
Is he really?
I predicted him at 61.
Wow, I did not think
Yeah.
that Toby was 59 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
He's up there. He's an old fart. Man.
I bet he's a good showman. I would.
Oh, he
I would
is.
like to see him perform.
I've seen him before. I've actually met him. I've got some pictures with him. Rachel's got
Yeah.
pictures with him. He can join the ARP club though. He can
good.
get an ARP card.
He
That's right.
probably,
Maybe
yeah,
I should send him one
probably already
complimentary.
has, and yeah,
Yep.
we should all join it because those.
Well, you're not there yet. You just
senior
you're
discounts, and
you're just turning 30, so you have a ways to go for that. Bryce Dallas Howard is 40 years old today. That's Ron Howard's daughter.
yeah, his daughter. She was in that scary movie that I once watched called The Village. I think she was that blind girl that walked through the forest with the beast with a cane.
Yep. Rebel Wilson, 41 years old today. That's Fat Amy in the Pitch Perfect movies. Chris Martin is 44. That's the Coldplay superstar. Daniel Craig is 53. James Bond, his fifth and final movie.
The blonde James Bond.
Yes, the blonde James Bond.
Is 53.
Get who's 59 years old today. John Bon Jovi.
He's 59.
He's 59 years old today.
Oh, good gosh. He's the same age as Toby Keith then, right?
Yes. Now, his full name is John Francis Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
That's his real name.
Yeah.
John Francis Bon Jovi.
Mm-hmm.
For those that are wanting to know.
He's a good man. You know, I like John Bon Jovi.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He's been married to the same woman for like a really long time.
Yep.
And I think they opened a couple of restaurants together up in the New Jersey area. And they kind of like tend to want to feed everybody.
Yep. Dale Bozzio, the missing persons lead singer, is 66 years old today.
Missing persons.
Some of the hits included Words and Walking in LA.
Yeah, they were a pretty good 80s band with that. Yep.
Now, tell me what band you think of or what group you think of when I name these songs. Down by the Lazy River. Okay.
Down by the Lazy River.
Go Away, Little Girl. Puppy Love.
Oh, definitely Donny Osmond.
The Osmond
you got
Brothers.
Me with Puppy Love.
The
I
Osmond
guess.
Brothers. Jay Osmond is 66 years old today.
Wow.
Brother of Alan, Merrill, Wayne, Jimmy, Donnie, and Marie.
They had a whole lot of kids, huh?
I used to love me some Osmonds back in the day.
Did you have like a crush on Marie?
Oh, are you kidding?
Yep. Do you still
I just
to
thought they
this
were
day?
great. No, I have a crush on my wife.
Oh, of course. Well,
Of course. Lorraine Newman is 69 years old today, part of the original cast of Saturday Night Live. Gates McFadden is 72. That's Dr. Crusher on Star Trek. Mikhail Gorbachev is 90 years old, former Soviet president. Mikhail Gorbachev. I think that was the guy that had the purple birthmark on his forehead.
Oh, did he?
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know.
That could be. I
think it could
recall,
be, but I'm not sure.
Uh-huh.
Celebrating birthdays in the heavens, Tom Wolfe passed away in 2018. He was the author of The Right Stuff and Bonfire of the Vanities. Lou Reed, biggest hit for Lou Reed was Walking on the Wild Side. He passed away in 2013.
Hey, babe, take a walk on the wild
That's
side, right?
And one half of the Carpenters, Karen Carpenter, passed away in 1983.
In 1983.
1983.
She did?
Yeah,
Mhm.
passed away. Gone too soon.
Much too soon.
33 years old. She
Yeah.
passed away. Dr. Seuss passed away in 1991. Of course, notable for Green Eggs and Ham, Cat in the Hat, Horton Hears a Who, Oh, the Places You'll Go, Hop on Pop, and How the
Yeah.
Grinch Stole Christmas.
So many, right?
Real name was Theodore Seuss Geisel.
Oh, was it?
Yes,
Mhm.
and they called him Dr. Seuss.
Okay.
Desi Arnaz, the one and only Ricky Ricardo from I Love Lucy, passed away in 1986. He was 70, 87, 70. He was 69 years old. Wow, gone way too soon. His company, Desilu, was a powerful studio that produced a number of TV hits, including Star Trek and Mission Impossible. Wow, that's amazing. Desi Arnaz.
Yep. Didn't they have like him and Lucy? Didn't they have their baby right on the Lucy show?
Little Ricky.
Little Ricky was
Little Ricky,
born
yep.
right on the show
Yep,
or
Desi
some
Arnaz
sort of
Jr.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Today is National Read Across America Day. So make sure that you read a book today. National Read Across America
When
Day.
was the last time you actually read a book?
Honestly, I would probably say maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
Did you read the book, the lady, the author that you had on? Isn't she writing
My
some
wife read that
mystery
book.
novels or
No.
crime
No,
investigation?
P.S. Moody. My wife reads her books.
Uh-huh.
She really enjoys her mystery books.
Yeah, I should probably take a read of that. I used to enjoy
I can loan it
good
to you, or you
mystery
could
book once
go
in a
buy
while.
it. Go buy it on Amazon.
I'll
It's
find
like
it.
less than $20.
I think it was you mentioned $10
Yeah, it
too
was
the
very
last time she
inexpensive.
was on.
Very, very inexpensive.
But I could get into a mystery novel, I think.
Yeah. 88 years ago today in 1933, King Kong starring Fay Wray had its world premiere at Radio City Music Hall.
We're waiting to see coming to theaters is going to be King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh, geez.
Just kind of like waiting. We got to see that one in the theater.
That'd
It's
be
going to be one to see.
That'd be interesting. 58 years ago today in 1963, speaking of Desi Arnaz married his second wife, Edith MacHirsch, on his 46th birthday. They stayed together until her death in 1985, and then Desi died a year later of lung cancer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's amazing. 54 years ago today in 67, at the 9th Annual Grammy Awards, the Beatles won Best Song for what song, Bonnie? What song was it?
What year was it?
1967. What song do you think it
I
is?
Want to Hold Your Hand.
Nope.
Hmm.
It was Michelle.
Michelle. Okay.
Michelle My Belle.
Yep.
Michelle My Belle.
That song puts me to sleep.
Does it really? Okay. Well, I know if I ever want to hypnotize you, put you to sleep, I'll play Michelle by the Beatles. 47 years ago today in 1974, Stevie Wonder won 5 Grammys, including Best Album for Innovations, Killing Me Softly with his song by Roberta Flack, won Best Record, and Bette Midler won Best New Artist.
Bette Midler did.
Mm-hmm. 7 years ago today in 2014, Ellen DeGeneres hosted the 86th Academy Awards and set a new Twitter record for her epic selfie. I will never forget that selfie that she took.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
It really was. And that's your birthdays, anniversaries, and back in the day for this Tuesday, March the 2nd, 2021. Time now 7:19. It's time to go to the news desk where Bonnie is standing by with the headlines for a Tuesday. Bonnie?
Thank you, Evan. The federal government approved the Johnson & Johnson vaccine this past weekend, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis confirmed it will soon be coming to Florida. WPTV's Matt Cessny has details.
I'm flying to Cleveland.
As Dexter Hammett went to board a plane at PBIA, he told us whatever vaccine he gets is fine with him.
Whichever one I get. I'm not old enough yet, but when I do, hopefully it works. That's all I'm concerned about.
Doctors say all the vaccines work, including the newly approved Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Every vaccine has prevented hospitalization and deaths.
Dr. David Dotson, an infectious disease specialist in West Palm Beach, says those who may turn away from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because of a slightly lower efficacy rate than Pfizer or Moderna are making a mistake.
Any that becomes available to you, you should take. That's what we're recommending. And to quibble about a percentage of this and the percentage of that, when we're really not sure those numbers are meaningful, I think is kind of silly.
This weekend, a long wait.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has the same message as he anticipates 175,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine possibly arriving this week.
The Johnson & Johnson vaccine in the clinical trials was shown to be incredibly effective. This is a really good vaccine. It's 100% effective against death and hospitalization.
It's a message directed at the millions still waiting for their turn for the vaccine.
I'll just be happy to get whatever one they give me.
While the new vaccine may be on the way, a spokesman for the health department here in Palm Beach County says they have no confirmation yet as to exactly when the Johnson & Johnson vaccine will be here. In West Palm Beach, Matt Cessny, WPTV, News Channel 5.
On Monday, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau released data suggesting that 2.1 million Americans are more than 3 months behind on paying rent. For nearly the last year, there has been a moratorium on evictions to help families who are struggling during the coronavirus pandemic. But when the moratorium concludes, families will be expected to pay back any missed payments. Whether the moratorium can continue is being decided in court. A federal judge ruled late last week that a federal moratorium on evictions is unconstitutional. The judge, however, stopped short of issuing an injunction, giving the opportunity for an appeal. The Justice Department announced Sunday it is appealing the decision. The CDC is responsible enforcing the eviction moratorium. The CDC has not responded to whether it plans on making any changes to the program following the judge's order. All told, 11 million Americans are currently behind on their rent payments. According to the CFPB, the agency added that there has not been this many Americans behind on rent since the Great Depression. Amid growing criticism as women come forward to accuse New York Governor Andrew Cuomo of making inappropriate advances, a third woman spoke publicly, recounting an encounter she had with the governor. The woman, Anna Ruck, gave an account of meeting Cuomo on September 29 at a wedding in a report released by the New York Times on Monday. Cuomo put his hands on her cheeks and asked if he could kiss her. Ruck told the Times she pulled away as the governor drew closer. The Times said that the account was corroborated by a friend. The Times shared a photo of Cuomo's two hands. Unlike two previous accounts of harassment, Ruck has not been employed by the governor. Ruck is a former member of the Obama administration and was employed by President Joe Biden's 2020 presidential campaign. And lastly, the Fort Pierce man who won $1 million in a scratch-off game from La Central grocery store has been shopping at the market for about 15 years and is very deserving of the win, manager Janine Mustafa said Monday. Gaston Sanchez Cruz, who collected his winnings just 8 days before his 39th birthday, came and shared the good news with staff in person as soon as possible before the Florida Lottery even alerted La Central about the win. This was the first time La Central on the 1700 block of Okeechobee Road had a lottery winning of this caliber, she said, despite scratch-off games being the most popular items sold from the store. Aaron Rodgers' philanthropic ways may have added up to more than $1 million, giving to small locally owned businesses in and around his hometown of Chico, California. The North Valley Community Foundation announced Monday the Green Bay Packers quarterback created the Aaron Rodgers Small Business COVID-19 Fund last month. 9 of those businesses were personally notified by Rodgers and North Valley Community Foundation President CEO Alexa Benson in video calls, which can be viewed on Rodgers' Instagram account. News time, we have 7:24. We'll have traffic and weather together next.
$7:25 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, we're not finding any accidents, so, everything looking fine. If you're heading out to work, you got to be there by 8. Yeah, you should arrive on time. No slowdowns, no accidents, what we're finding. And there's your latest look at traffic. Partly cloudy. It's 70 in Port St. Lucie and in Fruitalar, Chile. It is 51 and partly cloudy. Here's our forecast, WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. Waking up this morning to temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s with some patchy fog for the morning drive. Near record heat this afternoon as highs climb to the mid to upper 80s. Lots of sunshine throughout the day, then a 20% chance for a few passing showers. Tonight, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s under partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, breezy and warm with highs climbing to the mid to upper 80s. Isolated showers and storms possible as our next cold front moves in. This will drop our temperatures to the 70s for Thursday and Friday. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
This is not headline news. John Bon Jovi today. These days, if he wants to hold on to what he's got, he has to cup his hand down around knee level. Demi Lovato says gender reveal parties are transphobic, but sometimes they quickly resolve future custody arguments. Taylor Swift canceled her upcoming tour dates because after what happened to Lady Gaga, Taylor has to keep her eye on her 800 cats. And a new dad went viral for feeding his daughter with a baby beer bong. And thanks to that video, a full scholarship from Arizona State. Daddy's little devil. This is not headline news.
Oh, there you go. From not headline news, we go to stupid news.
And now it's time for Stupid News,
It's so stupid and awesome.
where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
Oh, man. Where's Phil when you need
I
him?
know. Will he be here on Thursday to
No,
do
he's
his
actually
thing?
going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's going to change it up on us.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it's going to be a wild Wednesday. here
Wild
for sure.
Wednesday, for sure.
Yes.
For shizzle, as they say.
What's he bringing in to eat?
I don't know. It's a surprise.
I
He
sh-
told me. I can't tell you.
I should probably bring him some coffee or bring you guys something tomorrow.
Whatever you want.
He's been treating.
Whatever you want.
He treats so often.
Whatever you want to bring in, surprise us all. For
Okay.
shizzle. All right, so let's go to Beijing, China, where there's a woman who's only been identified as Wang. Wang. Wang just took her ex-husband to court and demanded compensation for all the housework she did during the past 5 years they were together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You can do that?
I don't know. I guess you could do anything in
I
China.
guess so.
She says she took care of their child and did all the housework alone. Husband, quote, barely cared about or participated in any of the domestic chores. Now, ready for this one, Bonnie?
Mm-hmm.
She won.
Yeah?
She
Well,
won.
good for her. You know, as she probably should win because, you know, she gave up 5 years of her living and took care of child. And, you know, does it say, give the monetary amount that she might have won?
The court ordered her ex to pay $7,700 in, quote, housework compensation,
Okay.
plus $300 a month for child support.
For a child, well, you know,
Yeah.
you got to support the child.
So she
And-
sued her husband
Wow.
because she needed to be paid for housework.
And you know, 7,700. Now, does that amount sound fair to you, Evan?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound like a god awful amount to me.
I don't
you
know, but I have a problem with
it's
that.
not like it's
Because
$20,000.
You could sue Gary for him not paying you to do housework if you wanted to. I mean, that's what she did basically.
All right. I mean, I could try. But
you could try. I
but
don't know
I'm-
if it'd hold up in a court of law.
But I'm not that kind of.
No, I
lady,
know that.
Not that kind of woman anyway.
I know you're not.
But
you're not cold-hearted.
No, but part of me says, well, you know, maybe, you know, she probably didn't work. Maybe her work was at the home, and she maybe
I don't
gave
know.
up some parts of her life.
That
to,
was weird. That was
I
definitely
don't
weird.
know. I don't know.
Let's go to Mobile, Alabama, where a jury recently convicted Reginald Howell for escaping the county jail. The man escaped while serving a sentence for multiple charges, including robbery and controlled substance. He then used bolt cutters to return to the jail to smuggle in contraband.
Oh, really?
So he escapes jail,
Yeah.
gets a pair of bolt cutters, breaks back into the
Why
jail,
would you want to go back and attempt that?
and bring drugs.
Yeah.
He's scheduled to be sentenced May of this year.
He'll be back in jail.
Yeah, the maximum penalty that could be imposed for the offense is 5 years in prison and a fine of $250,000. Now, I'm sorry, but why the hell would you
Yeah.
would you break out of jail
Yeah.
and then break back into
To
jail
break back into jail
with drugs?
because maybe some people are just born to do crime.
Pardon my
Evan.
French, but he's a schmuck.
People don't learn. Yeah.
That's a Yiddish word.
Is schmuck a
Yeah,
Yiddish word?
schmuck is a Jewish word.
Yeah, what was that?
He's stupid.
What was that word you used earlier to get that schmutz
Oh, the
off of you?
schmutz.
The schmutz.
Schmutz is like dirt, and schmuck is stupid. So I guess he probably got schmutz all over his prison uniform.
Maybe.
And then, basically, yeah.
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 He won't be
So-
going out to the baseball game today.
Yeah, he would definitely won't. Let me just type this message real quick here. Somebody's messaging me in regards to the radio show. Okay.
Nice. I hope
anyway,
it's a good message.
it is. It's a good message.
Nice, good thoughts.
A 36-year-old woman in Washington State named Cassandra Aparicio recently got into it with one of her roommates.
Aparicio.
Aparicio.
I like that. A good, solid Italian name.
Yep, there were multiple weapons involved. It's not clear what they were fighting about, but it happened around 1 a.m. Cassandra claims all her female roommates hate her because she's prettier than all of them.
Oh my.
Yeah, so factor
She's
that
not
in.
vain or anything.
No, factor that in. First, she attacked one of them with a frying pan.
Oh.
Then she grabbed a broomstick and started swinging that. And at some point, the roommate picked up a cutting board to defend herself.
Wow.
Now, we don't know if she used the cutting board as a shield or what, but she just kept saying she didn't want to fight.
Hopefully she had the cutting board that I own. I have a very heavy one.
Okay.
It could be weapon use.
I don't know.
But I won't use it.
Eventually, Cassandra grabbed a knife and threw it at her, but she missed. Then she grabbed an axe from the hallway.
Knives and axes.
Yeah,
even
threw it while the
flying
roommate
around.
was running out a back door and missed also.
Wow. Brooms, knives,
yeah.
axes, cutting boards.
Yeah.
This story has it all, Evan.
I'm telling you, luckily nobody was seriously hurt. The lady's facing charges for assault and harassment and for threatening to kill the roommate.
Wow. Yeah.
Oof.
I guess they shouldn't be roommates anymore.
No. Do you keep those kind of assault weapons around your house?
I don't really, I don't consider my tools, my kitchen items, assault weapons, I guess.
Mhm.
I'm hoping that, I hope and pray that I would never, ever have to use them for that matter.
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's it. The vacuum, the Roomba,
Yeah.
the iRobot, whatever the heck you call that thing.
Mhm.
Well, Roomba's recently got a software update, and it's causing massive problems for some of the models. And it's making them look like they're completely drunk when they're going around the house.
Oh.
Yeah, the Roombas spin around randomly. They bump into furniture, move in very strange patterns, and sometimes they get stuck in the empty areas and have trouble finding their way home to the dock.
Ah.
And according to the company that makes the Roomba, it could be several weeks before they can fix the software and sober up the Roombas.
I wonder if these are the latest Roomba models that people are buying.
I don't know.
Wonder which ones that they are.
I don't know, but could you imagine trying to give a Roomba a sobriety test? Check its software level instead of alcohol level,
Right.
right? I wonder what the software legal limit is.
You don't know what that Roomba is doing when
No.
you're not at home. Maybe
No.
maybe it is getting into your wine cabinet.
Could
I
be
don't
hitting
know.
the sauce.
It could be.
Anything's possible. I mean, it picks up anything, so maybe it picked up a
Yeah.
couple of spots of beer on the rug or some wine or whatnot and inhaled it and it had
Yeah.
one too many.
I don't know.
I mean, is it possible that a Roomba could be under the influence?
I'm sure it would be, if it runs into tossed alcohol like you're saying.
That's pretty
something
impressive.
messed up on your floor.
Yeah. Sunday afternoon, the police in Halton, Ontario, Canada, got a call from a drunk driver. And the call came from the drunk driver himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he need some sort of help or
Well, he told the 911 dispatcher that he was drunk. And when the cops tracked him down, he was telling the truth.
wow.
His blood alcohol level was 4 times the legal limit. He was arrested for impaired driving.
It sounds like he just
Call the
had
cops on himself.
Had so much in his system. It sounds like he was calling out for help.
He
and
called
it's
the cops on himself.
Kind of a good thing that he did. Yep.
Yeah.
He reached out.
That's just stupidity.
I don't know. Drunk driving is stupid. I can't.
Of course it is.
I can't completely call it stupid for what he did.
Mhm.
I'm just thinking.
No,
he
I give
was
him kudos for calling the cops on himself.
sick and reaching out. Yeah.
Last month, a guy in Queensland, Australia, in the outback, Bonnie, Did you like the way I did that?
Yeah, it
The
took-
Outback Bunny.
It took me back to Crocodile Dundee
Right.
days.
Maybe our good friend Mark Hales from England can call us.
Oh,
We haven't
yeah.
heard from him in a while.
And we got some question to ask Mark.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
Gary and I were watching All About Royalty last
Mhm,
night and,
mhm.
and the British throne, and
Okay.
we got some questions for Mark when he calls.
Okay, all right. Last month, a guy in Queensland, Australia, stole an elderly woman's purse while she was inside of a bar. And when he tried to run away with it, she chased the guy down. She chased the guy down.
Honestly.
She tackled the guy, beat his arse,
Wow.
fought him back for the purse, ripped his shirt off,
Yeah.
and she got the purse back.
She should come here and play for Seattle Seahawks or something. Wow.
Now, we know all this from a security camera that caught the entire thing. I watched the video, and man, let me tell you, she tackled this guy like a linebacker.
That's awesome.
And the video was just released. In the end, the woman walked away with a purse, and the guy fled the scene in a truck
Wow.
with his shirt in hand. There's no word on whether the police have tracked him down
She
yet.
got her purse back.
She did.
Well, all right.
Yes.
Was she a little frail woman, Evan?
Pretty beefy woman.
Beefy?
Yeah,
Kinda
she was
beefy?
pretty beefy.
Yeah.
Yes, she was. Let's go to Fargo, North Dakota, where cops have laid siege to a house for 7 hours after finally storming the property. They realized it had been empty the whole time.
Oh.
They staked out the property for 7 hours and realized
Only to find it.
after 11 a.m. last Thursday, police were called to the residence after it was reported that a 30-year-old man had threatened his neighbor with a gun. Now, the neighborhood was police blocking off all the streets.
Yeah.
They issued an emergency declaration warning locals to avoid the area. However, after 7 hours, it became clear that the man hadn't been holed up in the property.
Oh, wow.
He was
Wasn't
not in the
even-
property
wasn't
at all.
even there.
Wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Was not even there. Unbelievable. 7 hours of wasted enforcement.
Yeah, I'm sure that we should ask Major Budenseek about that one. I'm sure he's probably seen it a time or two before where, I'm sure. Could you imagine how boring it might be, like sitting on a stakeout or something, just like waiting and waiting for somebody to come out of their apartment or their house?
Mhm.
What a long day that would make.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely so. Lastly, a 12-year-old Florida girl is faced. This story is unreal. A 12-year-old Florida girl is facing criminal charges after she admitted to selling stun guns to classmates. Okay? A 12-year-old kid. According to investigators, a staff member at Coleman Middle School in Tampa, Florida, alerted the administrators that pupils had reported that a female student possessed stun guns on campus.
Wow. I wonder where she got him from.
Now, in response to the tips, a school resource officer removed the young suspect from class and questioned her about the weapon allegations. The young girl, who's 12, police said, admitted to purchasing 5 stun guns online and bringing them to school this week for resale to fellow students.
Gee.
The child said she sold 3 of the weapons already, and police are seeking to retrieve those stun guns from parents and the purchasers.
Wow.
Now, Bonnie, I went on the website that sold these stun guns.
Uh-huh.
And anybody, they don't ask you for ID or nothing. Anybody can purchase these stun guns.
Shouldn't that be like totally illegal?
Well, I don't know if you have to be a certain age to carry a stun gun. That would be a question for our friend Brian Bosio.
Right.
Or better yet, when we get John Budenseek on the phone in the 8 o'clock hour today, the major from the Martin County Sheriff's Office, remind me to ask him that question.
Sure.
Okay, remind me to
Yeah.
ask him about that question.
Yeah, it would be interesting to find out just whose hands these can fall in.
Yes.
And why should they be falling into a 12-year-old girl's hands?
Well, she went on the internet to the
Yeah.
website and she ordered them. She had a debit card, obviously.
Yeah.
She probably had a student bank account with a debit card.
Really shows parents that you really got to watch what your kids are
Yeah.
doing online too.
So moms
right?
and dads, if you're listening to this broadcast, you might want to monitor your child's activity on the internet, especially if they're ordering stun guns.
Right.
Because if my kid ordered a stun gun on the internet, he wouldn't have no hands left.
He would be stunned.
He'd be more than stunned. He'd get his arse beat. 7:44 news time. All brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Go visit our good friend Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Bonnie?
Thanks, Evan. Teachers 50 years and older are now eligible for the coronavirus vaccine in Florida. WPTV's Derek Lowe has the story.
Well, honestly, my first reaction is that it's about time.
Good, but not good enough.
I really do wish they just opened it to all of us.
Educators across the Treasure Coast say they're thrilled that their coworkers 50 and over can now get the vaccine.
We certainly support anything that makes our members safer, even if it's just one group of those members.
But they worry the governor's new executive order does not go far enough.
There's a lot of frustration. We're being treated like essential workers. The idea of you have to go in. We weren't really given an option besides quit your job.
World history at Martin County High School. The campus has seen 38 positive COVID-19 cases. The district as a whole has seen 300.
I'm doing my job. They're learning about the French Revolution, but the community and connection is just not the same this year, and I miss it a lot.
Dave Freeland is the president of the Teachers Union in St. Lucie County, where there have been 596 positive cases. 271 have been employees.
We're being treated like essential workers in every way except the way that can protect us the best, which is being vaccinated.
St. Lucie County Schools Superintendent Wayne Jens, eligible teachers will begin to receive the shots next week.
Our teachers are in the building. 70% of our students are back.
I'm glad that we've recognized at least some of our educators who need the vaccine, but it's not enough, and it's late in coming.
In St. Lucie County, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
And COVID-19 vaccinations are coming to the Treasure Coast Square Mall starting today. The Florida Department of Health in Martin County announced Monday that the vaccine will be offered today through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for residents 65 and older and healthcare workers with direct patient contact. The COVID-19 vaccination operations will now take place in a storefront located at the north end of the mall between Ruby Tuesday and Forever 21. All clients will access the clinic from the parking lot and walk inside to receive their vaccination. Clients, you can pre-register. You should call 1-866-201-7037. And to find out more regarding COVID-19 in Martin County, log on to martin.floridahealth.gov. A 71-year-old pilot died Sunday when his two-seater plane crashed in the Tailwinds community near Jupiter, according to Martin County Sheriff's officials. Larry Keith Carpenter, a resident at the air park, was killed when his single-engine plane crashed into the woods around 12:30 p.m. near the north runway, a Martin County Sheriff's report stated. Jupiter attorney and pilot Lawrence Skip Burrell, who represents Carpenter's family, said Monday the passenger in the plane was Carpenter's teenage son, David. His son was injured, but is expected to recover, Burrell said Monday. I think he's 18. A few residents at the small airport located at 2400 Southeast Downwinds Road witnessed Carpenter crash, Burrell confirmed, who also was at the scene Sunday. The National Transportation Safety Board is in charge of investigating the crash. Hasn't confirmed a cause for the fatal mishap. A Treasure Coast teenager who had a passion for saving animals has lost her. Brianna Elmer died early Sunday morning, and WPTV first introduced you to Brianna in 2019 about her diagnosis and her mission to fight cat overpopulation through promoting fostering programs. Then in February 2020, she was surprised with a backyard oasis from the Make-A-Wish Foundation that featured a custom deck and hot tub. Scans last year showed her cancer had returned and spread throughout her body. However, that did not dim her passion for fostering animals, particularly kittens, which helped her through each remission and her battle against cancer. Lastly, do you like the peanut butter more than the chocolate in Reese's peanut butter cups? Well, let's see if you like it this much. Reese's just announced a new type of peanut butter cup that is all peanut butter, no chocolate. So it's a peanut butter shell with peanut butter filling, and it's like eating a scoop of peanut butter, but molded into like a weird shape and with way more sugar. These are going to hit our stores next month. Tuesday's Detroit Pistons Toronto Raptors game in Tampa, Florida has been postponed and tentatively rescheduled for Wednesday. The Raptors have been dealing with COVID-19 related issues, and their game Sunday against the Chicago Bulls was postponed because they couldn't field the required 8 players due to the league's health and safety protocols. News time, 7:49. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
$7:50 the time right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Waterway Dermatology. Dr. Ryan Shearing is located at 1050 Monterey Road in Stewart, bringing personalized health care back to dermatology the Waterway. Bonnie?
We're not finding any accidents to report on our roadways right now. We take a look at Palm City, throughout Stewart, all the way to Port St. Lucie up to Fort Pierce. Everything is looking fine on our roadways. And there's your latest look at traffic. It's partly cloudy and 73 here in Stewart, and in Bakersfield, California, a clear sky and 57. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. Waking up this morning to temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s with some patchy fog for the morning drive. Near record heat this afternoon as highs climb to the mid to upper 80s. Lots of sunshine throughout the day, then a 20% chance for a few passing showers. Tonight, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s under partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, breezy and warm with highs climbing to the mid to upper 80s. Isolated showers and storms possible as our next cold front moves in. This will drop our temperatures to the 70s for Thursday and I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Hey, I'm Bruce with Brutally Honest Used Cars. You need a car? I'll be brutally honest. This 2002 Oldsmobile Intrigue has over 200,000 miles and a rusted out and dented rear door. Don't check the maintenance light because it don't work. But it starts, it steers, and right now it's running. $900. No fuss, no muss. Because you're getting $900 worth of car. It'll get you from point A to point B. Just don't try to make it to point C. And if you're lucky, this heap will make it until spring 2021. I'm Bruce with Brutally Honest Used Cars. And don't try to return it because it's a real piece of doo-doo.
I don't know if I'd go to a car lot and buy a car that's sold by this guy at Brutally Honest Used Cars. It starts, it turns, it gets you from point A to point B, but they don't know if it's going to get you to point C, Bonnie.
I don't think I'd be driving that all the way to New York or anything.
No, I don't think I would be driving that to New York either.
Even across the Roosevelt Bridge.
No,
probably.
definitely not. I'd probably just drive it right off the damn bridge. So anyway, Major John Budensiek is going to be pinch hitting for Sheriff William Snyder this morning. He's going to be either calling in or he's going to be pounding on our front door, one or the other.
I was
not sure which it's going to be.
Thinking that a while ago. I wonder
What's
if
the over under? Let's take a bet. You think he's going to show up?
I think he's going to call instead.
You think he's going to call?
My bet. Well, how about what are you?
I think he's going to show up.
Yeah.
I think he's going to show up this morning.
He might. Hey, it's opening day at Clover Field at Clover Park, and maybe the major will want to be here to see you all in your baseball gear. And
I mean, anything is possible. I think he's gonna be here. That's just my humble opinion. I think he's gonna show up. I'm gonna bet that he's gonna show up at the front door.
Okay.
Did you unlock the front door?
I think I did.
All right. Well, we'll take care of that on the break.
We'll have to double check.
Yeah, we'll have to double check.
Make sure it's open for the major.
But anyway, Major John Budensiek is going to be here. We're going to be talking all things. They're going to be shooting a big TV commercial, a big promotion ad that's promoting Lock It When You Leave It. So we're going to talk about that and all sorts of other things that have been happening all across Martin County, without a doubt. So make sure and tune in. That's going to be coming up a little bit after 8 o'clock. And then, of course, Randy Siegel's going to be here at 8:30 with the Space Report as well. We're WSTU Stewart. We're Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next and more of the Get Up and Go show right here for you on the radio waves. We'll be back.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. The time officially is 8:07 on the Get Up and Go show. Mr. Clock, would you certify that, please? Oh, Mr. Clock doesn't want to talk. All right, let's try it again. Mr. Clock, would you certify that, please?
It's now 8:07 a.m.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clock. The time is officially 8:07 a.m. You know, when you hear that music, you know what time it is. It's time for the Martin County Sheriff's Office, but not Sheriff William Snyder, because this music solely belongs to the one and only man that's always outstanding in his own field. Needs no introduction. He's a star in his own mind, the one and only Major John Budenseek.
Good morning, you all. How are you?
You know, Major or John, whatever, Major B. Call you Major B. That'll be his rap name, Bonnie. Major B.
I didn't know. Do you like rap?
It's not my favorite.
The only kind of rap he likes is the rap. The only kind of rap he likes is the rap that you eat, that you order from Ellie's Downtown Deli.
Yeah.
You see where I went with that?
I do.
Right?
I like it.
Yeah. And I'm sure he'll agree with me. They have some good raps down there, don't they?
I've not been there, so I can't agree.
Oh, you need to go.
Yeah, fresh
You don't know
jumbo
you
wraps.
don't know what you're missing.
And they're so huge.
Wow.
Oh, they'll get you full belly. You'll have full belly by the end of the day.
Definitely so. So how are things going with the Sheriff's Office first and foremost? You guys are open for business. People can come down there and conduct business as usual. What are the protocols currently?
We're open for business. We're still, trying to be careful with COVID. So it's not an open lobby like it traditionally is, where you can just walk in the door and apply for a job or get fingerprinted or get the records you want. We have a tent set up outside the sheriff's office where if you need records, you can come and hit the buzzer, and our records people will get you specifically what you need, but you have to stay outside.
Okay. So they have to hit the buzzer, right?
They do have the buzzer, yes.
Okay, something like this. Very good. Okay.
Sounds great.
Excellent.
And as far as fingerprints go, we're still limiting those primarily just the people that we're employing at the sheriff's office. Just because there's too much interaction
Right.
with fingerprints, as I think it's self-explanatory.
Exactly. Do you guys still have the tent out front for people to go to for different things, or they just ring the buzzer?
No, right by the buzzer is a tent, and they're shaded out there, and our
Okay.
deputies come out and take care of whatever, write reports, or give them reports, or move whatever information needs to be moved.
Okay.
So we're still functioning. It's just not quite as user friendly as we would like to be.
Right. Exactly. All right. I understand that you and Sheriff Snyder are going to be joining Sheriff Ken Mascara and Chief Deputy Brian Hester to shoot some TV ads promoting a Lock It When You Leave It campaign.
We are, and I know on this show, we kicked this around a few times, but we still are inundated with car burglaries. Two kinds, mainly the ones where individuals leave their cars unlocked at night and, basically offer themselves up as victims to burglars looking for low-hanging fruit. And then the more serious kind of the burglars that are looking for guns and firearms.
Yeah, we can't stress enough. If you are a concealed carry permit holder and you legally carry, please don't leave it in your car. And if you're going to, they do make safes for weapons. I own a gun safe in my vehicle that I put my weapon in when I'm going to leave my weapon in my vehicle, going into an establishment that you are not allowed to carry a firearm. So putting it in a glove box or the center console is not the smartest thing to do, is it?
It's not. And unfortunately, we're a Second Amendment heavy. We're very friendly with guns, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But our friends from down south know that, and they've kind of come up here and preyed on us, knowing that a lot of our residents have guns, which we encourage them to have, as long as they keep them properly locked up. And everybody's a target for theft. We have spent an enormous amount of money in our patrol cars being able to secure our shotguns, our rifles, and the weapons that we carry because our patrol cars have been burglarized. So it's not just our civilians; it's everybody that can be a victim if we're not careful with our firearms.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. If you are a person that does carry a firearm, I would highly suggest you go purchase a small gun safe. They have the cable that wraps around your seat. It locks into your seat. You can tuck this gun safe underneath your seat. There's enough cable on it for you to pull it out. You can get the kind that has a key, the kind that has a combination lock. It is fireproof as well. They're less than $100. They're very inexpensive. And it's more so for peace of mind for when you leave your vehicle and you leave your weapon. At least, hopefully, to get this thing out of your car, they're going to have to probably remove your seat to get the cable out from.
It's going to take some doing.
That serves the purpose, because these car burglars, they're in and out. They're not wanting to spend time messing with the car. They're looking for easy grabs.
Yeah.
To put it in perspective, to think of car burglars like grown men and women like we are.
Mm-hmm.
The last rash of car burglars where we had 3 firearms stolen, these were kids, 13, 14, and 16 years old. They were young kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so now these young kids are running around with high-powered firearms, and, Lord knows what they're going to do with them. And God forbid that they hurt themselves or somebody with them.
Yeah, that's just not a good
really
thing.
Bad. It could turn out really bad. Boy.
And, and also speaking of firearms, unfortunately, the department is on track to double the number of firearms reported stolen compared to the same time period last year, isn't it?
Yes, this time last year we had 8 firearms stolen. To date this year we've had 16 firearms stolen, which I know is a small number to some, but it's a big number to us because our deputies are the ones that are trying to track these guns down. They're the ones that are doing traffic stops on these individuals that have just stolen firearms and have now armed themselves. So it creates a couple hurdles for us that we don't want to cross if we don't have to. And that's why we're doing our campaign. We're trying to get everybody on board, let them know the seriousness of it, and then hopefully we can work together to slow it down.
Okay. John, I wanted to talk to you about a story Bonnie and I were reading earlier in our Stupid News segment. There was a 12-year-old kid, 12-year-old young lady that went online and ordered these off-brand stun guns. They're about the size of a pack of cigarettes. She ordered 5 of them and then took them to school and sold 3 of them to fellow students. And then she finally got caught. What is, do you know what this is just stupidity first and foremost. Obviously, parents are not monitoring what their kids are doing and what they're buying online. Right. How a 12-year-old can buy these online. I guess nowadays 12-year-olds have their own bank accounts with debit cards. So you would think that the parent would be smart enough to notice the charge on the debit card, which obviously they didn't. But what's the fine line? What is the ruling? How does all this play out?
Well, a couple things. One is stun guns are not tasers. Tasers are a higher end, harder to get, weapon that you can buy, but you're going to pay, a 12-year-old child is probably not going to be able to get a hold of them because there are regulations, and the companies that sell them are careful about who they sell them to. Stun guns themselves are kind of a cheap knockoff that are not very well regulated.
Right.
And kids can get them by ordering them online because they're not well regulated. There is, however, a Florida statute that prevents kids from buying them or even possessing or owning them. However, sometimes these buyers are not scrupulous enough to care who they're selling to. They just sell them to whoever's paying the money.
Mm-hmm.
But the way the law reads is 16 years or younger, you can't buy them or possess them. So if you're 16 years or older, you're allowed to possess them, and then you have to be 18 years old to actually purchase one of them.
All right. So in other words, wait a minute. Let me make sure I understand this. So you have to be 18 to buy a stun gun.
Correct.
But you have to be 16 to carry it.
Yep. The way the statute I read is 16 to use or even possess these weapons without supervision and parental consent. So it's kind of like firearms. You can't when you're 16, you can't carry a gun around, but if your parents are there with you, you can possess it and use it if they're there.
But a 16-year-old, you're saying to me that a 16-year-old can have a stun gun on their person and legally they have to have it with the parent.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They have, with the parent or have an adult with them.
Okay, now I understand it, because that just wasn't making sense a moment ago with
So you're correct.
with what it was. I'm like, wait a minute, you got to be 18 to buy it, but you can be 16 to carry it.
With the story Evan had
Yeah.
earlier too, we were just wondering what in the world was a 12-year-old girl doing with trying to sell guns, stun guns. I think it was at a Tampa Bay area school.
Yeah, it was at a Tampa school.
And what in the world? How did she possess them? Who's the company that sold them to her? Where are her parents watching her?
Nowadays, the company has no idea who's on the other end making that purchase.
Wow.
And even if they are, and a little pop-up window comes up that says, I certify that I am 18 years of age and older, all the kids got to do is click the box, and that's really it.
Well, you're looking at a company that clearly just cares about the money.
Right.
Yeah.
When you buy a firearm, you order it online, but it comes to a local firearms dealer who verify your information, make sure they're legitimate, and then they give you the gun. So that's what should be happening with these stun guns, but it's not. They don't seem to care. They're making the money. And if that had happened here, we'd be investigating those companies, trying to figure out how to either write a law to arrest them or arrest them under existing statutes.
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
that accessibility just sounds way too easy.
Yeah, definitely
Wow.
so. Definitely so. Our very special guest has been Major John Budenseek from the Martin County Sheriff's Office. He is off and running. He's going to be turned into a movie star today, so to speak, along with the sheriff.
Wow.
And the sheriff from St. Lucie County and Chief Deputy Brian Hester as well. They're going to be doing some public service announcements in the form of commercials with WPBF Channel 25 and on social media as well. Hey, listen, best of luck to you. Have a great time with those commercials today, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Sounds good. Y'all have a good day.
All right, you have a great day too. Thanks, John. It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold is opening up at $1,732.30 an ounce. Silver opening up at $26.42 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report, and it's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. $8:21 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. Let's go to the news desk. And Bonnie's standing by with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The federal government approved the Johnson & Johnson vaccine this past weekend, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis confirmed it will soon be coming to Florida. WPTV's Matt Cessny has details.
I'm flying to Cleveland. As Dexter Hammett went to board a plane at PBIA, he told us whatever vaccine he gets is fine with him.
Whichever one I get, I'm not old enough yet, but when I do, hopefully it works. That's all I'm concerned about.
Doctors say all the vaccines work, including the newly approved Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Every vaccine has prevented hospitalization and deaths.
Dr. David Dotson, an infectious disease specialist in West Palm Beach, says those who may turn away from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because of a slightly lower efficacy rate than Pfizer or Moderna are making a mistake.
Any that becomes available to you, you should take. That's what we're recommending. And to quibble about a percentage of this and the percentage of that, when we're really not sure those numbers are meaningful, I think is kind of silly.
This weekend, a long wait.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has the same message as he anticipates 175,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine possibly arriving this week.
The Johnson & Johnson vaccine in the clinical trials was shown to be incredibly effective. This is a really good vaccine. It's 100% effective against death and hospitalization.
It's a message directed at the millions still waiting for their turn for the vaccine.
I'll just be happy to get whatever one they give me.
While the new vaccine may be on the way, a spokesman for the health department here in Palm Beach County says they have no confirmation yet as to exactly when the Johnson & Johnson vaccine will be here. In West Palm Beach, Matt Sesney, WPTV, News Channel 5.
Captain Patrick Price of Daymaker Charters leaves Sailfish Marina each day. He's fishing at daybreak. Soon after sunrise, he's catching live bait, and his clients are getting eager to catch sailfish, snapper, or cobia for dinner. But Monday, March 1st, Price's journey to the sea through the St. Lucie Inlet was interrupted briefly because on his way eastbound, he saw on his left a 24-foot boat sitting gently atop the granite boulders of the St. Lucie Inlet jetty. Sometime in the early morning hours, two boaters struck the jetty. A VHF radio call was received by Towboat Us in Martin County. The Towboat Us operator came to collect the boaters and carried them back to Sanskrit Park in Stewart, where they were met by first responders. One person, a male, was treated for minor head injuries. The other person, a female, was not treated. A rumor on social media was that the 24-foot Edgewater Center Council with twin Yamaha 250 horsepower outboards named Cat Ferrat belonged to country music singer Alan Jackson. That rumor was not true. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is investigating the incident. A longtime dream for Equine Rescue and Adoption Foundation becomes a reality, combining horses, local veterans, and their families. WPTV's photojournalist Savannah Resnick has the story.
Are going to work as a team again today?
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
If you don't laugh at life, you're in bad shape today.
Remember, we put our safety net on so
Correct.
that we have the rope over her neck.
I left high school in my senior year, and I joined the Air Force. And I spent 4 years in active duty. So I did a total of 8 years. The first day we just walked over.
I truly believe that when we're out there with the horses, it's a true understanding about finding our best in ourselves.
Well, number one, I'm afraid of that big animal. I expressed that. Not so much now. I'm learning how to read what the horse is thinking, I hope.
Myself and the horse, as good partners, she is helping me. It's being able to work with the horses in a way and understand their language and communicate with them to build the connection between the horse and human. And it's being able to get people out of being isolated and bring them back out to the community. There.
Easy, Ellie.
There you go.
Oh, this is cool.
Yep.
And today was like exceptional, just exceptional. As you get to be our age, my age, there you have a lot of turmoil in your life.
The horses, what do they do?
They calm you down. You take all the outside stresses will disappear while you're working with the horse. So I look forward to Wednesdays, and maybe someday I'll be able to walk out there, get the horse to move where I want it to move.
It just allows us to be the person we truly want to be.
I'm still a crazy kid, and don't ever be an old person. You might be old in years, but just stay young. Make a fool of yourself, but that's the way to stay young. It's a baby.
And lastly, Prince Philip was transferred Monday to a specialized London heart hospital to undergo testing and observation for a pre-existing heart condition as he continues treatment for an unspecified infection, Buckingham Palace said. The 99-year-old husband of Queen Elizabeth II was moved from King Edward VII's hospital, where he has been treated since February 17, to St. Bartholomew's Hospital, which specializes in cardiac care. As Philip was moved into a waiting ambulance for the transfer, people held up open umbrellas to shield him from photographers and the public. Philip was admitted to the private King Edward VII's Hospital in London after feeling ill. His illness is not believed to be related to COVID-19. Well, the spring Major League Baseball scores from yesterday, we had the Miami Marlins taking a win over the New York Mets 2-0. It was 5-4 with the New York Yankees beating the Detroit Tigers, and the Phillies a tie with the Baltimore Orioles. That tie was 4-all. Tampa Bay Rays get beat by the Minnesota Twins. The Houston Astros over the Washington Nationals only by 1 run yesterday. And we did have the Atlanta Braves beating Boston Red Sox, and that score was 5-3. News time, we have 8:28. Weather and traffic together next.
$8:29 the time right now, the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, right here, we are looking at an accident with injuries and roadblock. This is on the Turnpike northbound in Jupiter at mile marker 116, and it looks like the toll lane is blocked. Once again, Turnpike northbound Jupiter at mile marker 116. If you're heading southbound on the Turnpike, that's looking okay at the moment. There's your latest look at traffic. Partly cloudy in Stuart, 73, and in Salamanca, New York, 15 above. Here's our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. Waking up this morning to temperatures in the upper 60s to low 70s with some patchy fog for the morning drive. Near record heat this afternoon as highs climb to the mid to upper 80s. Lots of sunshine throughout the day, then a 20% chance for a few passing showers. Tonight, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s under partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, breezy and warm with highs climbing to the mid to upper 80s. Isolated showers and storms possible as our next cold front moves in. This will drop our temperatures to the 70s for Thursday and Friday. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.